Welcome back, students. We'll be continuing with the problem, doing a problem on moment of inertia about the centroidal axis, which is vertical, and this vertical axis is being defined in the problem. Okay, so let us start doing the problem. You can see on the screen, there's a lamina, a rectangular lamina, which has been shaded. So we have to understand it is divided into three parts. One is a rectangle, the other is also a rectangle, and one more is a rectangle. So we have to add two rectangles and subtract one rectangle to get the moment of inertia of the shaded area. So, but the problem is asked to calculate about the vertical centroidal axis. Okay, vertical centroidal axis. You may get confused with like this centroidal axis, or you can do it in other way also directly. When it is asked about the centroidal axis, you can start calculating the usual way, or I'll move the content here. Centroidal moment of vertical centroidal axis moment of inertia. So to find centroidal moment of inertia, that is Iyy. What could be the equation for this? It will be I self plus summation of A into, when it is x, y, we are supposed to take it as y, x minus x bar the square. Okay. Now I'm supposed to calculate what is x minus x bar the whole square. Why I'm doing this here? The problem is asking to calculate the vertical centroidal axis. So I'm calculating the centroid. So I'm calculating the centroid. Okay. Otherwise also I can get the answer in one step, but better we do in the regular procedure. Okay. So to calculate the centroid, I am supposed to calculate only x bar. No need to calculate y bar. So x bar is given according to the lamina a1 x1 plus a2 x2 minus a3 x3, right? Divided by a1 plus a2 minus a3. So what is a1? We'll understand what is a1. So a1 is the small rectangle. I'll take it as, it is given as 40 by what is the height of this? 40 by 40 is the area of a1. What is x1? I'll locate the whole lamina in the first quadrant. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. So if I say the point of CG is here, so the distance between the centroid of the lamina to the y-axis, I can take it as 20. This is 20 plus another 20. So it will be 40 mm. So I'll write it here in the next step. X1 is equal to 40 mm. Similarly, what is A2? A2 is given as area of the rectangle. It is 20 plus 40 plus 20, 80. 80 by, what is this totally? 120. So 80 by 120. 80 into 120 mm square. I'll write the unit here also, mm square. What is x2? x2 will be equal to x2. This is x2. Okay. This is x2. The point of CG will be here for the whole rectangle. So this is x2. Again it is 80 divided by 2. So 80 divided by 2, which is equal to 40 mm. Then what is A3? A3 is the small portion. This is A3 portion. Okay, it is 40 by 40. So 40 by 40 mm square. What is x3? x3 from the diagram, from the geometry, I can see this is a point of this thing, center of the rectangle. Again, this will follow x2. So even this length will be x3 as 40 mm. So it is so, you can see here, all values of centroid is 40, 40, 40. So what could be x bar when I substitute here? Yeah, what could be x bar? X bar will be, I take a1 into 40 plus a2 into 40 minus a3 into 40 divided by a1 plus a2 plus minus a3. I'll take common here as 40 a1 plus a2 minus a3 divided by a1 plus a2 minus a3. This and this cancels, so I'm left with 40 mm is the x bar value. Now I'll go back to the equation of parallel axis. So it is required Iyy equals summation of I self plus summation of a into x minus x bar the whole square. So Iyy for the first rectangle, it is BDQ by 12 plus A1 into x is x1 minus x bar the whole square plus again it is BD cube for the rectangle, it is BD cube by 12, right? Sorry, Iyy, right? I am taking I'll DBQ by 12. I'm very sorry. Because we are calculating for Iyy, it is dB cube by 12. This is dB cube by 12 for the second rectangle. A2 x2 minus x bar the whole square minus dB cube by 12 for the third rectangle minus A3 x3 minus x bar the whole square. So when I substitute here for the first rectangle, what is B for the first rectangle? For the first rectangle, B is equal to 40 mm, D is equal to 40 mm. So I can substitute as 40 into 40 cube by 12 plus A1 x1 is 40. X bar is also 40. So what I get? This to be a 0. For the second element, for the second, what is B? What is B? B is 80, the horizontal width. D is equal to 120. Correct? So BD cube by 12, D is 120. D is 120, B is 80 cube by 12 plus A2. X2 is also 40. X bar is also 40 square minus coming back to the small rectangle. For the small rectangle, B is equal to 40, D is equal to 40. So what I write here? 40 into 40 cube by 12 minus A3 into 40 minus 40 the square. So this will go as 0. This term will go as 0. Then this term will go as 0. So what I'm left with, all that, when I sum up and calculate the value, it is equal to 5.12. 5.12 into 10 power 6. The unit is mm to the power of. Okay, students. Thank you. Thank you all.